So when you talk about increasing, decreasing, and constant, the definition says that it's going to be on an x interval, and so what you'll always have is you'll have an x value to another x value. And in this particular question, like, they don't really try to trick you up with like different x and y values, but there is a possibility that there might be some trickster moves going on with switching around the x's and the y values. So remember, we talked about the increasing and decreasing as like a little guy starting at the left-hand side of the graph going to the right, and are you going up a hill, down a hill, or no hill? So as I start on the left-hand side, again, reading the book from left to right, so as I start on the left, our little guy is going down the hill, and he goes down the hill until exactly this point. Now, you can sit there and say, okay, what is that y value? But the y value doesn't matter to us because our answer has to be x1 and x2, so two x values. So you just say, okay, I go down to the graph, that's at -3. So that tells us that he is decreasing because he went down the hill from -infinity on the x-axis to -3. Now, you then notice that from -3 to 3, there's no hill. And so because there is no hill, we would say that it's a constant function from -3 to 3. And then after x is equal to 3, we go up the hill. And so we would say that it's an increasing function. So the increasing function would continue on as we go from left to right. So as x goes out to infinity, presumably he is continuing to go up the hill. So it would increase from 3 to infinity. And technically all of these should be parentheses. It's not a huge deal. On your final, they will be parentheses. But the important thing to remember is that it needs to be x1 and x2. So only x values should be reported in the interval for where increasing, decreasing, or constant.